First things first, we have to take off, we got an OtterBox case on this because kids use it. And the way to take out the OtterBox case, you have to remove the rubber outer casing. And then these have little tabs right here. You got to just unhinge the tabs. You got one on the top. You have about 3 on the sides. Just unhinge them. And then it comes off. Make sure you don't, one of the things, a tip, when you're taking the tabs off, be careful with it because these little plastic tabs can break, and then once they break, you can't fix it. So you just have to get another one or just live with the broken tabs. All right, so the way to take off the way to get to the battery is you have to go all around. You see this little seam right here in between the back outer casing, or the back casing, and the chrome border. You just need to you see how you get in like that. Get a close up, and you'll unclip the little hinges inside of that kind of are holding the back casing together. And you want to go around the whole thing like that. Once you loosen it, it should be easy to kind of get in. You'll kind of hear them unclip. The part where the battery charger port is, that's the kind of hardest side to do. So I do the other sides first. And then once you get to that side, you kind of have to jimmy it a little bit. But you'll hear the tabs unhinge or unhook. You don't have to be too gentle, but you don't want to be too rough either. So, you might want to go from the other side. Okay. Go a little bit deeper in as you go. Just be careful, I'm gonna break it. You can see how it's coming apart from the camera, so. It's off. All right, so essentially you want to, this is where I use kind of like a little pry tool for this. You kind of get underneath it and then you unhook it. Mine is kind of loose because we've changed it once before. This battery came to us defective, so we got a new battery together. But essentially it might be stuck on with some glue, and you might need to kind of really pry it off, but don't be too rough because you don't want to like break anything, but just you might have to be a little bit tough with it, and you kind of you unglue it, or you unstick the glue, and then once it's loose, you can actually you can move this paper like this, and you can pull it and kind of help you. But I like that this little pry tool. I think you can get it on Amazon. If I find these tools, I'll try to leave it in the description below. And then the way to get this part off, you just need to, if you look carefully, you just need to, look at this one. So as you can see, the new battery, it's like that. So what I do is I kind of get the wires, and then you see this little, the side, if you look carefully, if you can focus, you see like the little white, or the white and black kind of meet. That's where you kind of want to get like a little tool like this and just unhook it. This battery was a little smaller than the OEM battery, but this is what it looks like without the battery in it. Just make sure you put the battery in the same side. Remember, this is this side. This is the bottom. This is what the bottom button is. And this battery faces this way. And essentially just put it back on. You can kind of use some of the adhesive that was on there. It shouldn't move. And then you want to, basically want to make sure you hook it. You press it on. You don't slide it on. You press it on, and it should snap right into place. You just need to kind of find the grooves, and then you're on. So if you look, you're on. You're on. No, keep going. And so then, you know, this is the side that you want to make sure you put it on the right way. There's only one way it goes on, so and then you just press it. You press the tabs back into place. This was a tip from the battery manufacturer. Before you use it, you want to charge it to 100% capacity and then discharge it to 0. And then you want to charge it back to again to 100%. You want to do that about 3 times, and then the battery is fully conditioned. So the manufacturer says, and then, you know, it's good to go. Okay, kind of press in the corners. Yeah, you kind of use your palms. You want to press it in. Make sure there's no gaps. You see this side's fully perfect. I think this side just needs a little bit.
We've been using this tablet for like more than 5 years.
Yeah. So, you know, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S is kind of an older tablet, but it still works fine. I use it for my 10-year-old. You know, he gets to keep it. You know, we haven't gotten him a smartphone yet. We don't want to give him one until he's in high school or something. But having a tablet like this is useful because they can kind of they can use like the Google apps, like the Google Calendar, Google Keep, Google Voice, things like that to help them stay organized and such. So it's useful. My son loves it, and he's really using it. He uses it for some games. I'm trying to encourage him to use it for some of the productivity tools that you can use a tablet for. So he likes it, and he's learning how to use it. So again, this is the model SM-T700 Samsung. I think the name is Samsung Galaxy Tab S. It works great, and it's 2020. All right.